Hello everyone. Welcome back. My name is Candace. This is Flosstube number 28. I hope. Once again, I did not look before I decided to start this video and try and get it done before I have to go get my kids from school. So, yes, they are back in school. If this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome. This is a channel about all things stitching. So we have cross stitch, we have knitting, we have quilting, and a little bit of everything. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. I am so excited that I had this day to myself, even though I did a whole lot of not so fun errands today. But they're done. And hopefully this means Friday I'll have the entire day to myself to stitch or sew or whatever I decide to do. So, kids are back in school. They started back on Monday. Things are going good so far. Hoping it stays that way because they were so excited to go back. They were just beyond thrilled to go back. So, let's hop into it since I do have to go pick them up from school. I probably need to leave here in about a half an hour. So first, can you have a partial fully finished object? Because I have a partial fully finished object, which is, if you've seen any of my videos, is very unlike me. But if you guys remember, I did Bookhouse from Stone Street Stitchworks. You can find that on Etsy in their shop. So it's attached to this board, but, and it'll just like sit on the shelf. But I don't know what to do up here. And I was just going to center it, but it looked really boring. I'm not a huge like frilly bow person. So I think I'm just going to have to keep an eye out and see if I can find like some ribbon or something just to make something small right in here. I don't know, but I use sticky board. It's attached, and honestly just the sticky board is what's holding it on, so I could always take it off if I wanted to put something behind it. But I love it. Look at me partially finishing an object. Partially finishing an object, that's what it is. It's a PFO. So yeah, so I got that, and then, I'm sorry, I'm warm now. I'm wearing my husband's sweatshirt. Fire up chips. We both went to Central Michigan University. So, and with all the running around today, it was 50 degrees. It's been 50 degrees all day. It was definitely a cool 50 degrees this morning, and then the sun came out and went away and came out and went away. So, this was errands today. Last Friday, the Socialites Block 4 was released, and there's my Block 4. I really like this one. I think it's really pretty. And it was, I gotta tell you, it was kind of tough. It was a little tough. Not as tough as Block 2, but, Block 1? Block 1, that was the hard one. So, I got that one done. I got my son's quilt top done, except for one strip. One strip. It's 2 inches by 100 inches. So I need about 1/8 of a yard of fabric more to be able to get this strip. But, I'm not going to hold the whole thing up because it's kind of like an oversized full. But we have, all the blocks are put together. There's blues and there's greens. So all I have to do now is get that strip on the side. I ordered some of the white fabric I used because not all whites are equal. But I ordered some of the fabric I used from Fat Quarter Shop, so it should be coming. And it's Minecraft. in case anyone doesn't recognize this, my child is very into Minecraft. So, yeah. Hopefully I will get that fabric. I need to check and see if it was shipped yet. And then the other thing I finished up was all 72 of my blocks. Here's the pattern that I'm doing. This is, here's part of the pattern. Where did the rest of it go? I have no idea. It disappeared. Anyway, I can show you that real quick because I don't know where the other part is. I'm a mess today, guys. Already. I'm already a mess. How is that? So anyway, I have 72 of these. They're so cute. They're all 9 patches. They all measure 6.5 by 6.5, I think. So I have this fabulous stack of blocks, 72 of them. So I got those done. And then I think that was it for kind of finishes. Oh no, I have one more. It's directly in front of me and I almost missed it. So this is a bag from, I'm afraid I butcher her name every time, but Tanai Casey. I will link her below. She has an Etsy shop and she has these amazing, all sorts of different amazing bags. So this is canvas. The bottom is, I apologize for the cat hair. The bottom is canvas and then this print is canvas and they're cats. And then it's got these awesome rope handles. So it's got 2 so you can just pull them. So in this bag I have, now I haven't woven the ends in and I haven't blocked it, but at least you'll get to see it. This is the tasting menu knit along, and this was January 2nd is when I started it. It was done as a mystery knit along. I kept up for a couple of weeks, but then cross stitch kind of pulled me away. Like I was much more interested in stitching than knitting, but I finally got it done. So I guess it really doesn't matter which way it goes, but so this was the center section and it hasn't been blocked yet. So it looks like a V right now, but this will get blocked out. So it'll be straight. Like this part will be straight. So there's my center section. And this is all Sunshine yarns. All of it. They're from different gradient sets, different kits. And then I go over this way. And you guys had seen this green side before. So it's done. Yay. I'm very excited. I have a lot of ends to weave in. A lot. A lot. So why don't we, there we go. We'll make her pretty. There. So I got that done. Very excited. So now I can put another project in here. And I purchased a new one that I really, really, really want to start. But it'll be a quick knit because it's a cowl. So, fingers crossed. So, oh, there it is. I found it. So this is the pattern. It's Thimble Blossoms, Rain or Shine. You can see they're like in between there's these little stars. I'm just going to do the square. I'm not going to do the points on it. So that's Thimble Blossoms by Camille Ross Kelly. And I did use jelly rolls for this. So, how about some stitching whips? Whip, whip. Okay. So let's start with, now I did put basically one strand of floss in my mini citrine. If you guys have seen my other videos, it's the one I'm doing the 100 days of stitching on for the Stitch Talk HAED Challenges group. It really, one strand of floss does not look like a whole lot. I didn't even bring it down here. But I'll show it next week for sure. So, oh, that's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. So I did, last week, I did work on Almost Halloween by the Drawn Thread some more. And I have looked everywhere that I have available to me for 4mm buttons. So here's the pattern. And then you see these spiders down here on the W? Those are supposed to be 4mm buttons. Guys, I can't find 4mm buttons. The smallest I found was 7. So I'm just going to stitch them. I'm just going to stitch them. So here is where I am. And I'm using all the called for. So I have the skeleton and the N. The 2 spiders and then the back stitching. That's it. That's all I have left. Yay! I really wanted to finish it the other night. But instead, I had a new start, and I got a little obsessed with it. So this did not get done yet. But I am probably going to work on this one tonight, probably. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss any. Okay. So as for my new start, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm CandiceK31. On Instagram, and I started Silver Creek Samplers Izzie Dekayen. I just love this one. I am doing it on the called for color of fabric. Now this sample was not done on that fabric, and I didn't realize it until I read through a little bit more, but the called for fabric was this, and it is Sandcastle. Yeah. So this is 32 count Sandcastle, and there's where I am. I love it. Get you up close. So I took my sweet time on these white stitches because I wanted it to look really good. So I railroaded. And some of this, now granted, some of the stitches are not great because I started to get in a hurry. And then I'm like, no, need to slow down. I actually stitched on this. We started the Marvel movies in order with my kids. My husband and I had watched them at the beginning of quarantine and decided that the boys were probably at a good age to watch them now that we've seen all of them. They still, when somebody says like, a bad word, they're like, oh, he just said a bad word. I think it's hilarious. But so I will keep working on Izzie Dekayen too, because I kind of want to have it done by Halloween. Granted, it won't get fully finished by Halloween, but I would like to. So that's it for whips, because I actually spent a lot of time knitting. Now this, I forgot to show you where I was at when I showed it last. So when I showed it last, I had just finished these stripes right here. So I did all of this and then bound off. I knit a lot this week. But I love Sunshine Yarns, you guys. She has amazing yarns. It's so squishy and soft. She is an indie dyer out of Colorado. And she does such an amazing job. She makes gradient sets and just fabulousness. So, since that's it for whips, I figured real quick I would just go into what I plan on doing this next week. I have the panel for my oldest son's quilt. I don't think I've showed this before, but it is Super Mario. So, I know you probably can't see the whole thing, but that's what it is. So, it's a really good size panel. I just need to figure out block size and if I'm going to do some blocks different sizes, because this is an odd size, but I don't want to cut any of the colors off. I also don't want to add like a strip to the top and a strip to the bottom to make it easier. So I don't know. I'll figure something out, but it needs to be ironed too. But I mean, it's so bright and cheery, and I honestly, like, I just want to find some Yoshi fabric and do every square out of Yoshi fabric because he's my favorite. He's so cute. So I want to get working on that. I'm hoping to get the fabric for my younger son's quilt so that I can get that quilt sandwich done, get it quilted this weekend, and then get the binding. Actually, I could probably make the binding right now, but get the binding made so that I can get it bound hopefully sometime next week. And then this one I almost started. Oh, so close. So close to starting because this came in the mail. It is Madame Chantilly. Celebrate Autumn. I love it. So I was digging through my... I'm sorry, I should have taken this out. That's why this bag was crackling. I was digging through my fabrics that I have in stash because I wanted to try and find something that I already had instead of just hoarding fabric like, you know, we tend to do. So I decided I'm going to use this. This is Artemis by Stitch Me. Yeah, that's pretty true. So it's a little bit darker than what's shown on the pattern. Not a ton, but a little bit. It actually looks almost exactly the same color on video, but it is just a hint darker. I don't think that's going to be a problem though. I put the flosses up with it, and here are the flosses in a gigantic mess still, and I think it's going to be fine. I think the biggest thing with that is just making sure that your white stitches show up, because all the other colors like the squirrels and the pumpkins would be the only ones that would blend in with kind of a neutral color. And for me, I'm not going to have any problem with those showing up. So I would like to get this started this week, but I'm not going to start it until I get almost Halloween done. That's my, that's what I'm telling myself so that I don't add another whip. So I'll have a finish and then I can start this one. But yeah, I was really excited when that came because I want to do it. So I did get some things in the mail, and so I showed you guys last week that I had gotten Pat Carson's size 28, or Pat's favorite needles. Hey, guess what? I also ordered them from 1-2-3 Stitch. So extra needles now. I started getting ready to kit up for one of my HAEDs, so my Heaven and Earth Designs full coverage pieces. So I got some more plastic bobbins, and I decided just for the heck of it, just to try it, I got some of the number tags, and I'll keep an eye out. If they start to look like they're falling off, then I'll just write on it with a Sharpie. But I did get the fabric for 2. So I have Easy Count Lugana for 2 gigantic full coverage pieces. One is Magic Study and the other is Quarantine Cats. I know Janet Jabber was talking about starting Magic Study, so she hadn't said anything about a date. But I'm more than willing to start it with her. So for sure, one of them is Magic Study. The other one is probably Quarantine Cats. But who knows? I could change my mind. And then I don't know why I bought this, you guys. I really need to write this stuff down. So 18 count Confederate Gray Ada. I don't know. I need to look through my charts and see why I got that, because I'm not sure. I know there was a reason that I got it, but I'm not sure. And then I will show you the Oh, actually, hold on a second. Let me reach over here. So this was actually a flash sale from Fat Quarter Shop, so I added it to my order, and it's Gentle Arts glass slipper. I just figured it was a really good gray, and I'm like, I can always use a good gray. So the cowl that I got, I watch Cozy Up Knits podcast on YouTube. They're from Canada. They're 4 sisters. Amazing. I love listening to them. They're designers. I love it. So this is the cowl. And so it's called the Grande Double Wrap. It takes 2 skeins of yarn, and you use each skein equally. So you don't have to worry about, oh, well, you can start with either color. It doesn't matter, because the way the cowl turns out, it doesn't matter which you use. There's brioche in it, which I'm fine with. I've done brioche before. But otherwise, I think it's all just knits and purls and a provisional cast on. So I've done provisional cast on, but I'll probably have to watch the video again because I forget. So I have all of my yarns over there, and I've been trying to figure out what colors I want to make it in. And I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I had pulled out as like a darker gray and a really nice tonal green, but I don't know if that's the way I want to go. So I need to just get in there and start digging around, because I might use like a lighter, mostly solid color, and then a heavily variegated for the other color. I don't know yet. So I just purchased it yesterday because I was watching their I want to say their video was from a couple of days ago, but one of the sisters, Jamie, was telling a story about that she had gifted that cowl. But in, I don't know if it was like white and gray or like a light gray and a dark gray, to her sister-in-law. And I won't ruin the story if you want to go watch it, but disaster struck. So I saw that cowl and I just fell in love with it, and I was like, I have to make this. I have to make it. So I actually I purchased it while I was watching them, which is hilarious. But so they're Cozy Up Knits on YouTube. I'll link them below if you guys want to check them out. They're just a great group of girls that are really fun to watch. Aside from that, I have a few fabric acquisitions. Let me sneak over here and get this one. As I almost knocked stuff over, but my table wasn't big enough for everything. So my youngest is really into The Nightmare Before Christmas. We start watching it pretty much like the end of September until winter's over. But Joann's had knit fabric in Nightmare Before Christmas. So we have Jack Skellington. So I'm going to make the boys pajama pants because what is it with it being so hard to find pajama pants for boys? I don't understand. Like, it either comes in a set, which invariably is too small, no matter what. You think, oh, I'll just get them a size up, and then it ends up being too small. But you can't find them pants. So I went, Butterick is having, their patterns are on sale at Joann's for $1.99. So I bought pajama pant pattern. I have elastic here. Fabric. I have enough to make them a pair of pants each out of each one. Whatever I have left over, I'm going to make them pajama shorts if I have enough. So this is why I need to not work. But I really want to make a quilt out of this fabric. It's called Dover, and it's Brenda Riddle Designs. So that's what it looks like. And then they're just very like muted, really pretty, like taupes and greens and creams. There's some light blue in there. So I went ahead and got some cream and a coordinating gray. This will probably be for the back. But I have a couple of patterns that I've been eyeballing for this. So that's going to get added to the list. And then I got the finishing kit for Fat Quarter Shop's Designer Mystery 2020 block of the month. It comes in this amazing box. I mean, this is an awesome heavy-duty box. It's magnetic. And it's got the finishing kit inside. So, this just shows the way the quilt is set up. It doesn't show any of the blocks that are a mystery. Now, the 5th block has been shipped so far. Yeah, I have 5. So, I need to get cracking on making these. But it comes with, I bought the backing kit too. So, it comes with fabric for the sashing, the backing, the binding, and these, like see these ones that are in color right here? It comes with the fabric for those. So, this box is amazing because now when I make those blocks, I can put them in here. This is a box I will keep forever, and I am so glad that I signed up for the 2021. That one starts in June 2021 and goes through May of 2022. I am so glad I signed up for it. This is absolutely, and you know what? If this quilt isn't big enough for my bed, that's okay. It'll be displayed, it'll be on the back of the couch. At first I thought everything I made had to fit our bed. And then I realized it doesn't have to. It can be a smaller quilt, so it's a lap quilt for upstairs or for the kids. Or I asked my husband to make me a quilt ladder. So, I don't know. All of a sudden, I just want to make all the things. So, that's what I've got for you. I felt like I just rushed right through this, and I'm sorry, but I do have to go get my kids, like right now. So, yeah, if I forgot anything, you'll get to see it next week. So I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you get a chance to do what you love, whether it's, cross stitch or crochet or knitting or quilting or tatting or whatever craft you enjoy doing. I hope you get a chance this week to do what you love. So I hope you guys have a great one, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.